I think it's pretty safe to say that by far one of the most mysterious and most anticipated group of characters that are all set and ready to appear in Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker are, of course, the Knights of Ren by director J.J. Abrams. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. So one exciting aspect of this movie is that we do know that this film is going to introduce the Knights of Ren in full force, where it's really going to be used in a way where they're going to be prominent characters in this story, as opposed to how they were used in The Force Awakens, giving us just a small tease and or a small glimpse in the form of a vision, whereas now they're going to be main characters in this movie, sided of course with Kylo Ren. Now these past couple of weeks or so we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the set leaks, this is where things begin to get very exciting and mysterious for Episode 9. Now specifically, what's really intriguing about all of this is that it's described that one of the scenes that were filmed during the month of December 2018 included a scene in which Adam Driver was fighting 6 unnamed actors that appeared to have the same armor as the Knights of Ren. However, it's described that they were using different weapons than what the Knights of Ren primarily used in the upcoming film. It's described that tons of wire work was used during the sequence in front of a large First Order base that was described to be partially destroyed and takes place sometime before the battle with Palpatine. One of the sequences even involved Adam Driver performing a force push motion with his hand, where 2 Knights of Ren went flying into mid-air into a green screen that is said to be replaced with a body of fire. Additionally, it's described that these particular knights also have some design changes and different sets of armor than what was already seen in the promo images by Disney and Lucasfilm, indicating these could very well be rogue Knights of Ren or an unknown group of knights that come out from the shadows. The last sequence involved a moment in which Kylo uses the Force Repulse technique, causing all 6 unnamed actors attached to wirework to go flying in all different directions. So let's go over a couple of parts about this. Now, we do know that the Knights of Ren are going to be used in a very unexpected way by director J.J. Abrams. There's more than meets the eye here of what we're actually going to do in Episode 9 by J.J. Abrams. We do know that he wants to do a lot of mysterious things with this movie, and a lot of, I guess you could say, twists and turns during the marketing of Episode 9, where you really think, you know, who's allied with who and who's teaming up with who, where it's going to be completely different than what we actually see in the movie. So the Knights of Ren, as of right now, from what it seems like at one point in time at the very end of Episode 9 is that Kylo Ren goes up against the Knights of Ren for some unknown specific reason. However, it's described that these particular Knights of Ren that go up against Kylo Ren are said to be sporting different types of armor, at least some of the knights, where they're also using different types of weapons. Now this to me could very well be a big indicator that these are 6 additional Knights of Ren on top of the already 6 that we have seen in the promo images by Disney and Lucasfilm over at Star Wars Celebration and the Vanity Fair article. Now, the thing about that is that we also know that J.J. Abrams loves the Knights of Ren. He even expressed in the Force Awakens Blu-ray commentary that he would love to see a Knights of Ren origin story or a TV series / movie in the works for an actual Star Wars film. And that to me would sound incredible, I will say. But as far as the Knights of Ren go, alright, one of the sequences is actually said to involve a moment in which Adam Driver used a force push motion with his hand, where one of the unnamed actors, 2 of which actually dressed as the Knights of Ren, went flying in mid-air into a green screen, and that particular green screen is said to be replaced with a body of fire. This is all said to take place in front of a destroyed First Order building, most likely the First Order headquarters that we have been talking about for around 6 months now. So what does this really tell us about the Knights of Ren? Do they do something to Kylo Ren that makes him turn against them? What's really going on here? Well, if you guys actually go ahead and look at the Vanity Fair article, you do learn that the Knights existed well before Kylo Ren even came into the First Order, even before he, became Kylo Ren and became allies with Supreme Leader Snoke. So the Knights of Ren have been around for a very long time, and we're still not quite sure exactly who they really are, where they really come from, and what the origins of the Knights of Ren really are. We're going to find out all of that, mind you, in Episode 9 to a certain extent, and the novelization will answer more of those questions, so keep an eye out open for that. I think that this movie really is going to deliver when it comes to the Knights of Ren, and everything related to Kylo as well. So I don't think it's too far-fetched to say that there are going to be 6 additional Knights of Ren. The reason being is because, well, we do know that we actually are very much, mystified as to what happened to Luke Skywalker's new generation of Jedi, the ones that Kylo took with him. It's actually confirmed that they are not the Knights of Ren, so whatever happened to Luke's new generation of Jedi, it could very well be that Kylo trained them to be the Knights of Ren, where they actually went rogue and went on their own, where Kylo had to replace 6 other Knights. Very, very possible, I will say. So I would love to hear what each and every one of you have to say about this below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.